We're done with this one. Yay. Oh, hopefully. Oh, the other boards are more to standard size. Oh, let me just take this off for a while.
Okay. Hopefully that's better. Have these Sony headphones are noise canceling, but they really have to be like stuck in there to work. Okay, so I'll wait for the compressor to shut up, and we'll take the board off. We'll put in the next one. Still have one more to go. Uh, my eyes. Yeah, it flings a lot of chips into my eyes, which is annoying. I think I'll probably dig out the face shield if I have one. I don't think I have a face shield, actually. Man, it sounds kind of weird. Hmm. Oh, there, it sounds better now. I think it was the noise reduction from the compressor. Yeah, it was the compressor noise. Okay, so this feels a lot better. There is a little bump here. Don't like. It should have been flatter. There's a bump there. There's no bump here. Could just pass it here, or it could just grab a hand plane or something. Just need to have these edges as reference. don't know how deep of a cut this is. This is so dull. It's not really doing anything here. It kind of levels out the Okay, that's kind of too aggressive now. Really not taking anything off of this right now. We need to sharpen all these tools. Wow. Is this hand plane like well, it's not that actually. It's the blade. It's the plane iron it was pushing up against the material. There's a bump right here. I can feel it. I need to resharpen all my hand tools, plane irons, chisels, all of that. So we'll probably have a sharpening stream pretty soon. Okay. We can call this one done. Let's release it from its bindings. Been thinking about making a little intro video for the channel. Haven't done one yet. Wah! So on the thinnest part, I should measure that. I have to at least have 1 inch of material minimum. Looking at what? So this is the finest part, and we still have a little over 1 inch. So that's great. That's great. That means that we still have meat to work with. On the thicker part, this one is 30 something millimeters. So we're good. We're good there. Let's just remove the glue. Make way to put in the next board. I know this is not the funnest part of this project. I'll probably have a couple more of these to do. I have more boards in the garage. Hopefully they're 7.5, not 8.5. We could just run them through the jointer and have a merry day. At least now I know not to pick anything above 7.5 inches. Sure there's no little bits of glue anywhere. Still stuck to the tabletop. Oof. Okay. This also have some glue I have to remove. This one decided to actually stick to the thing. The other times it didn't stick on at all. It just kind of peeled off. Oh well, let's see if we have better outcome with these other pieces. Huh. This stick of glue is a bit more aggressive. Or at least it binds to this plastic a lot better. The other one was the same batch and did not grab on like this. Ah, come on. Yeah, I was like, nice. This just peels off. I can reuse these, no problem. Now I have to rethink this. Oh well. See, from this side, it just cracks off. But here, it's a little bit more grabby. I know I shouldn't be pushing a chisel as I am towards my fingers. I do have good control of what I'm doing. I'm actually pulling it with my thumb. Okay, that one pulled off. Ah, my God. I want to clear them out as much as I can because I want to keep reusing them. It's the only ones I have. So if I can reuse them, that's great. Yay. Well, we managed to salvage most of the things. Grab the other board, push it in here. See what we got to work with. Hopefully, it's a lot better than this last one. I believe this was like the flatter one. It has a bump here on the bottom. Oops, daisy. Let's not bang it on table saw too much. That seems to be pretty good, actually. It's pretty flat. It's pretty flat. We'll remove a little bit of material off the top because the top is curved a little bit. I don't think I need to shim this anywhere, so that's a bonus. It is flat. Well, there is a little bit of a bow there, but I don't think I can get shim into that little slot there. Actually, I can. Leave that one there. Let's grab a couple more. I say, oh, it's flat, and then start poking around, and it's like, oh, yeah, maybe I can fit something here or fit something there. That looks good. Let's grab the glue gun. Glue, behave. I need you to work with me, not against me. Okay, so right now, let's wait for the glue to heat up. What hour is it? My God, it's 11 o'clock already? Wow, okay. Oh, the bit rate's going like crazy. Okay, anyway. It's just going up and down a whole lot. What to do now? Well, I'm gonna wait for the glue to heat up. We can prep the board up, make sure that everything is ready, and then we can go into coffee break, drink a little bit of coffee, and then after that we can continue with the planing down of this. At least this time the glue is going to be like on a flat part of the shim and not in one of the ridges. So it's going to be a lot easier to remove. Never knew that a couple of beads of hot glue would be enough to hold this to the table so well. So today I'm going to try something different. We're going to do a little bit of a cold iced coffee, not cold brew, iced coffee. Basically, the difference is that instead of letting the coffee steep in cold water, what we're going to do is actually brew the coffee normally, but it's going to drip onto ice. We're going to cool the coffee down super fast. That way we can eliminate like any problems of bitterness or what's it called? Oxidation? I believe it's oxidation. Forgot to take the paper filters out of here yesterday. Okay. Okay, let's make some room here. And I'll look for my coffee equipment real quick. So I will see you guys in a couple of minutes. That would be super quick. See you in a second. Okay, I believe we're back. Here we go. And my audio is kind of weird. Anyway, let's see if this will connect correctly. Anyway, it sounds kind of awkward, wonky. I don't know why. So anyway, welcome back. We are going to make some iced coffee today. I do have a recipe. Let's see if I can pull it up real fast. Oh no, here it is. We're looking for 100 grams of ice. So let's put this here, and we are going to start adding ice until we got 100 grams. I'm going to put this in the refrigerator. We're in the freezer. Tear. I think I'm going to need a bigger glass. But that's okay. I can bring in another one. Maybe this will bring it over 100. Yep, by a lot. So let's put that back in. The problem is that it's just a whole bunch of little itty bitty little chunks. Okay, that's 100 grams of ice. Let's put this in the freezer. I'll go grab a bigger glass because we're gonna need it. This has a freezer, but it's too tall, too narrow. I mean. Okay, I'll keep it cold for now. Let me just grab another glass. Okay, sorry about that. Hopefully there wasn't like a lot of weird staticky sounds. Okie dokie. See how this is going to work out. Never done an iced coffee like this before. My tripod is like, that's why. That's why it was all weird. So we're gonna prep our coffee beans. This recipe calls for 16.5 grams of coffee beans. 16. $16.5 exactly. We have to turn our kettle on, or else we won't be able to make anything. And let's start with the grinding process as well. Did not bring that RDT bottle, little spray bottle, so we're gonna have to go with regular staticky coffee. Wait for that to shut up. Still a couple. Okay. So something I also have to figure out is, yes, okay, this fits in there, so we're good. Let's see if this recipe works out for me. Let's turn this down to 96. Got paper on, we got the coffee beans in here. Now all we need to do is add the water. It is right now a little hot, but I think we'll go with that. Tear it out, and we'll bloom it for, doesn't say how long. Water amount for the bloom is 65 milliliters or 65 grams, however you want to see it. Cap this up. We'll wait for like a minute and a half. Let's grab our ice. Hopefully this is going to be a very tasty coffee. I hope. I don't really need this anymore. I'm going to need it afterwards. Yeah, maybe we added 65. We're going to add another 65 afterwards. So we're at the 1.5 minute mark. Here we have our iced coffee. Shake vigorously to cool it off fast. Let's see how this tastes. Not gonna add any more ice because it is cold. There is some ice still in there. See how this recipe works. This was not a AeroPress recipe, but it's okay. There is some sweetness. It's nice and cool, so that's a plus. So at the very least, we're not heating up with the coffee. I mean, I could add maybe some sugar to it. It tastes good. It's okay. I do want to buy a pour over because these recipes are for pour overs. So I did not find a recipe that was like AeroPress iced coffee. I'm guessing that most of the good recipes for the AeroPress call for first batch you press out the concentrated extraction, and then afterwards you add more water. So I did not do that well, we did do this time, but the recipe calls for a full 150 milliliter extraction with hot water onto the coffee. I did not do that this time. But there is a sweetness there. That's great. It's good. That's good. I prefer it to be a little sweet like that. Perceived sweetness. Maybe this coffee would taste really good with something like creamy, like maybe like milk, dairy product might actually be a good combination for it. The way I've done cold coffee drinks is a cold latte, an iced latte. I just put ice and dairy or non-dairy milk and then pull a shot of espresso and pour it over and call it a day. But I'm making AeroPresses here in the shop. That's what we're doing here. I don't believe that we will bring an espresso machine in here. I mean, I do have one that I gifted to my parents, but they never use it. They actually even told me to take it back if I wanted to. I could take it back if I wanted to. And you know, I feel sorry for my dad because I'm pretty sure he wants my mom to make espresso, but neither him or her know how, and I've tried to teach them, and they still haven't gotten it. So what are we gonna do? So I gifted them my previous coffee setup, which was the Mr. Coffee espresso machine and this grinder. Of course, that grinder does not grind fine enough for espresso, but it kind of worked on that machine. And I'd be lying if I did not enjoy my time with it. But it was kind of the Steam one was not working anymore, and for me that was like enough to make an upgrade. So I switched over to a more professional machine. Um, Slowly but surely we're getting there. I still need the good grinder. That's a couple of big bucks that need to be collected and saved up for. So that's not going to come in for a good while. Plus, I really want to um, upgrade a couple of machines here in the shop. For one, maybe a Festool Domino would be great. Not necessary, but it does make your workflow a lot faster. I don't have to make jigs or anything like that. I could just put the machine on it and push it in, and I'd be done with it. For this one, I did think about making a jig and just buying the dominoes and uh, make like a router jig and route out the holes that I need for the floating tenon. A little oversized just in case I miss my mark, and work with that. But at the same time, it's like instead of maybe floating tenons, I could do like half lap or what's it called? So a half lap joint and then a bridle joint. I could do like a bridle joint as well on most of the joints that I'm gonna be doing on this build. I could do mortise and tenon as well. You know, there are options that I can explore. But a festool does make it faster, because cutting tenon cheeks can be kind of a pain. So there's that as well. What else do I need to upgrade in this shop? Drill press, I don't think I'm gonna upgrade that drill press. It is big enough for me right now. I don't have a bandsaw. A bandsaw would be great, maybe. Again, I don't sorry. I don't necessarily do a lot of bandsaw work, but I'm pretty sure that when I need one, it's gonna be kind of a pain. Excellent chance. Seems good. Something else that I'm actually something I do use a lot and I don't have is a router table. I would use that thing a whole bunch, but I don't have a router table. Sorry. Ah, my eyes. I need to wash my eyes. They're full of sawdust. Yeah, I guess. You know, it depends on what kind of projects you're working on. Oh, wow. I'll be right back. I need to wash out my eyes. Okay. So, wow, that I don't know if it's the hard maple sawdust or what is it, but it really does a number on my eyes. Get all raspy and stuff. Should probably put on maybe some drops or something, cause oof. Oh yeah, I know. I know. I do have like a little router box here. It's most rudimentary thing ever. It's just a box with the router in it. and the sacrificial fence. Hey, hello. Yeah, I just sawdust in my eyes. They hurt. It's irritating. But I'm good. I just washed my eyes out. I wanted the extractor to pull all that extra sawdust out of here, but apparently it's not enough. Yeah, router table is something that I'm pretty sure it's very, very, very useful, and it's gonna get used a lot in the shop. I don't have, the only thing I would like is a router plate with the lift mechanism. That's all I really need, because I could build a simple cart for it, or table, and like maybe have wheels that pop down and pop up depending on what I need to do. But yeah, that would be a great addition. Something else, I was looking at the workshop and I figured that I could maybe get away. Let me just change cameras here real quick. At the back of the shop, let's see here. Over at this side, I have a whole table here, a whole workbench that's not being used right now.
Zelmchance
I could take this workbench.
plunge base works well in table mounts.
Well, I do have a plunge base. The only problem with that is that then I wouldn't have a plunge router. I mean, not I would have it. It's just a little more what's it called? I'm gonna have to take it off, put it back on, kind of stuff, and I really don't want that. I have enough routers, so I would rather just buy the plate and put that other router that I have, that's a stationary, have that one stationary, and this plunge router have it handheld. So like I was saying, I have this workbench back here, and right now it's not getting any use other than holding stuff on it, which is what always happens. There's some cabinet space on the bottom. So I was thinking that maybe I could turn this whole table into a planer cart, put the planer on top of this, put some extension wings on both sides, and maybe some
Buck Naked
wings that I
78
can, or
said, I need a new router and table. I have a table, but when I use my router something in it seems to fail, so I have to fix parts on the circuit board, which I have no issue doing, but it's only when I use it on the table handheld is good.
well,
Buck
that's
Naked
weird.
78
It might be that
said,
when you turn it around,
the router is a Craftsman from like 2005.
maybe a cable is barely hanging in there, and when you flip it over, the weight of it disconnects it. Does it like turn off, or is it just working kind of weird? Anyway, I was saying, I want to see if I can take this bench here in the back. You can't really see it because this is in the way, but I want to see if I can take this bench, put it on wheels,
Buck Naked 78
fill it up with like
said,
drawers.
I think it's just the vibration is more when it's on the table than handheld.
Okay.
Zelmchance said, Craftsman routers were notorious for reliability.
Yeah. I have a big container. Well, it's a container.
Buck
It's
Naked
like a
78
tool box of
said,
Craftsman
yeah.
battery tools that my dad had. I'm pretty sure these batteries are shot. I don't know. They're old. They're
Buck
very
Naked
old.
78
I don't know
said,
if I can salvage it.
this was the only time I had issues with it when I attached it to the table.
Okay, let's set the camera for the routing operation.
Buck
Still
Naked
have some more
78
routing to do.
said, you can replace batteries.
Yeah. Old Craftsman batteries. I could open them up, take out the batteries, and replace them with new.
Buck
I think
Naked
it's
78
18650s.
said,
Something
generally they have 18,650 battery cells
Yeah.
in them.
Exactly. That's I got the number on the first try. Yay.
Zelm Chance said, it's probably from hanging it, something is loose inside.
Okay, let's see. Where's the high point on this? High point is on this side, so let's set the depth on this end. Ah, come on. Okay, a little further back.
Buck
There we
Naked
go.
78 said, yeah, Zelm Chance pretty sure it's just the fact that the vibration is different than when you hold it.
Yeah. So I don't think I caught if you answered my question whether if it's that it turns off sometimes or what is it actually doing? I put my hat on and my respirator. So by the way, guessing it doesn't sound as loud, but if I put my mic here on my neck, I don't know if you can still hear me. Probably hear me a little lower though.
Buck
Just
Naked
finding out
78
ways to
said,
work with the mask
well, it
on.
would turn off cause a part on the board was loose, more so broke, so when I had it the proper way it would work due to gravity.
Okay. Yeah, so
Evelia
gravity
underscore does
pulling something
underscore
off.
art said, very low.
Yeah, I know, but I need to put this on because using the planer without the mask is a pain. Okay, let's bring it over to this side, and you will forgive me if there's a lot of noise.
Evelia underscore does underscore art said, yes, define telly use the mask.
It's so loud I can't really hear anything on the
Zelm
computer.
Chance said, I had 4 Craftsman routers given to me, all of them burned out quickly.
Yeah. I have a, what's it called? Porter cable. I have a 2 Milwaukees, 1 palm router and a plunge router. And I have 1 palm router porter cable, and the fixed base one is also porter cable.
Bucknaked78 said. Pretty much replaced all these parts on this board. Photo is before I replaced the parts. https media discord app net attachments 8073212173460439249819425363881124884 unknown PNG with 730 height 512.
Let's have a look at that link.
Free Fall Clash
Oh, hey,
said.
people.
We can hear TDS now.
You can?
Bucknaked78 said. https media discord app net attachments 8073212173469819429530754130002 unknown PNG with 683.
Oh, yeah, I forgot. Yeah, the audio output capture was on. Sorry about that. Yeah, I added the audio capture. And what that did was now activate like desktop audio, which is not what I wanted. Okay, I'm looking at your pictures here. What could be loose? Thing is, I really don't see anything. Don't see anything wrong there. At least not like at first glance. It might be underneath it, because it looks well soldered in, I guess. Oh, cool. Oh, okay. This one's going a bit better. I was looking into face masks. That's a cool photo. Yeah, Festools are pretty expensive. Yeah, I've been thinking about the Festool router just for this type of operation. The benefit of the Festool router, I believe, is that the dust collectors on the side, not towards, not yeah. For instance, the dust shroud for this, if I wanted to put dust extraction on this setup, the dust shroud comes out to the side and low, so I really can't have like any support brackets here. But I believe with the Festool router, this setup can work because the dust extractor comes up from the side, I believe it was. I think I saw somebody use a Festool for this, and they had dust extraction on it. So who knows? Maybe I'm uh, fantasizing. Not sure. These links killed me. Okay, how's the dust extraction for this? Oh, it's on the base? Yeah. Well, at least for this, it doesn't really help me. Let's see. Oh, look at that. Oh, that's a template. That's not what I thought it was. Yeah, I mean, this one does have dust extraction. It does have a little shroud that I can put on it, but for this application, it doesn't work. Let me take a quick look at the Festool router. Let's see how the dust collection is. Maybe I'm exaggerating the dust collection prowesses of this machine. Oh, what the heck is this? This is not the Festool official video. Yeah, the Bosch looks really good. Let's just take a quick peek at the Festool one, though. Why is it now not opening? Come on. Okay, whatever. Let's see. It has like a trigger handle, and it has a knob on one side. Let's... Ah, see? See? Okay, let me just pull this up real quick. Let's go over to... Where is it? Front desktop, and we can go window capture. Okay, okay. Let's do this. Okay, so you can see that the dust shroud goes underneath the trigger pull. So it comes in on the side, and I can still move the router side to side in the jig, and still have a vacuum attached to it. Although it's not gonna be perfect because the distance between the planer, the bed of the router and the piece of wood might be too far away. But there are chips that do come up, and they hit me in the eyes. So yeah, but it's $500. Yay! There's a whole track system and everything. I mean, I believe this is the same track system for the saw. Oh, well, that's another option. So yeah, I've seen a lot of people use this router, and it always drives me kind of crazy. Not to be completely honest, it's like I wish I had Festool tools, but they'd be expensive. Let's see here. What? No. Products. I will not look into the drills. I mean, a drill is a drill is a drill, I believe. I don't think I'm gonna get anything better uh, with Festool. Sanding, I'm not completely sure. Haven't really looked at it. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. That's the other thing. The other thing is the vacuuming system. Festool vacuums are really expensive. Oh, they're not called vacuums. They're dust extractor. Mobile dust extractor. Let's see. I don't know. Whichever. Vacuum cleaning, clamping nozzle. Let's just pick one at random. Boop. How much is this? 400 bucks for a little cart. How much can it hold? Doesn't say here. Maximum vacuum, 96-inch static, water lift, volume, 4 gallons. It's not even, I don't think it's bigger than my shop vac. I believe my shop vac is a 5-gallon one. So it's actually smaller than mine. Mine costs, I don't know, like 50 bucks, I guess? I don't remember. And it's not 400 bucks. They do say that they're really good and whatnot, but that is pretty expensive. The saw, maybe the track saw, now that I'm doing more like fine woodworking and working with logs and stuff, I might actually have a use for it, but still, they are pretty expensive. $600 for a track saw without the track. $700 with the track. And of course, the daddy of all machines. I believe this is the machine that actually makes the bread and butter for Festool. Yeah, I've seen Makita, I've seen Bosch as well. Was it Bosch? I think Bosch has a track system as well. So this is the one tool to rule them all, I guess. Oh, and I'm sorry if this muzzle is making the sound worse. Anyway, let's continue. I have to try and finish this. But you see what I've talked about with the router. I would not have this problem of having chips flying towards my eyes because they could get sucked in by the dust collector, and not having it hitting me so often. Okay, let's go back over here. Plunge this down just a little bit more. And let's have at it. That is true. That's the whole point of the slider. The only problem is that the slider is kind of limited as to how much I can actually cut with it. I can't cut anything over 60 inches, which is 5 feet long. Unfortunately, I could later on upgrade to a bigger saw, but that in itself is very costly. This cost me $3,000 when I bought it. Anything bigger, we're looking at the almost 10K range for a slider. Sliders are pretty expensive. Okay, I'm gonna do a pretty heavy pass here. Hold on. Ugh, so much noise. These headphones do work somewhat, but hey, Shenanigans, how's it going, man? Any live edge work longer? Okay, that could be done by snapping sock line and a skill saw. Yeah, I guess you could. You could do that. Could also make jigs. I've had when the first track saw came out, there was a whole bunch of people like making their own versions of it. Cheaper, just what they call a door jig. Just a quarter-inch piece of plywood with another rail on the side, and you call it a day. I could do that as well. It's no biggie. A lot of live edge work. I don't have any projects in mind just yet. Well, I do have something I might turn into like a live edge project. It's not big, but it is something. So yeah, I'm trying to branch out as much as I can. Right now, I'm making these cribs. I don't know if I'll be doing cribs forever, or if I may never ever make another crib again. So we'll see how that goes. But for now, I'm trying to do the most as the most that I can that involves actually doing some woodwork. So I'm looking at all the tools, all the setups, and all that stuff to try to match my workshop for that kind of workflow. So that's what I'm trying to aim for right now. Okay, there's still a void here. Don't know if I'll take it down all the way to that. over here, I'm not too worried about this little corner. That's not gonna affect the end results. But this one played out pretty well. There's a little bit of tear out over there where there's a knot in that corner or a branch. So oh yeah. Yeah. That is true. That is true. There's always one tool like that somewhere in the shop. Oh. Okay. Let's maybe do one more pass. I don't think this is gonna be a problem. Oh, there's a lot of tear out right here. Hopefully that tear out does not translate to the planer. I don't know. Or else we'll just have to do a lot of sanding. Will it be necessary? Because that's the other thing. Is it actually necessary for me to go on and pass this? Do another pass at this? Because the whole point of what I'm doing is to get it through the planer afterwards and flatten the other side. So then I can flip it over and get it down to final thickness. So yeah, I think that I'm going to I don't know. Should I give it another pass? Yeah, I probably don't need to. Let's give it another pass. Yeah. I thought that this thing being so long and thick would hold its shape more, but that doesn't seem to be the case. It kind of dips down a bit. It's not great. Okie dokie, let's go one last pass. Okay, so might be some hiccups here and there. Yeah, now it feels better now. There was somewhere around here, it was kind of skimming over it. So that's not great. Uh, Again, this is like one of those things that you're like, oh yeah, I'll just buy the $20 router bit and save myself some money. Then you use said router bit, and you're like, huh, maybe I should spend the $200 on that really good router bit. I don't know. I mean, I always fall for like the cheap stuff, because sometimes the cheap stuff does work, you know. I mean, for the other wood, it worked very well, but for hard maple, doesn't seem to be very good for this. Ah, okay. Now, before we continue, I'm going to assess whether or not I need more boards, because the whole point of this is so that we can do all the paneling first, then we can start working on something else. Well, after we do the paneling, which are the bigger pieces of this project. So right now, hey Yarnia, how's it going? Welcome in. Hello. Sorry, I didn't catch your email there. I was in the middle of a tricky operation. Noisy, tricky, annoying process. Okay, so What I need to know is if I have enough board height for the pieces that I need. Let's look at our drawing real quick. Let's do that, and then wow, close that. Open SketchUp. Let's see if it's. Oh, let's remove this thing. Ah. Oh, okay. So we're gonna open up.
Now we have better audio, hopefully. Let's open up SketchUp. Let's wait for that to load in. Let's open up the project and let's change window capture to SketchUp. There we go. And we can now we have our program here. Actually, I should not close this. Let's just click out. I have all these lines here, but I can delete these. We'll start over. Let's see. Our first piece, it's not finished dimensions, but just grab my tape measure here real quick. Let me mute myself on the window. Here we go. That way I don't have like an echo of myself. Okay, so at least 3 of these boards have one side planed out. I can move this out of the way for now. Wow, let's move you over here. These were planed with the planer sled, jig, router, planer, jig, thingamabob. Let's move these over here. Looking pretty good. We have that one over there. We can leave that there. Okay, so first board. This is, I believe, the thicker one of the two. I believe this is going to end up being maybe 7 inches approximately. So we can kind of put this as a 7-inch board. So that is actually going to be, let's put 175. 175 millimeters. You can go from here, 175. Then I believe that we have escape. Let's orbit. Dimensions from here to here. We have 1015. This board has more than that by a little bit over double. 1015. And we have 2,470, 2470. So 1015 plus 1015 is 2030, 2030. So we're looking at an extra piece. It's not very long, but there is something here extra. So for now, we can't use this for now. So we'll just keep this around, meaning that I can just take this and double it. 175, 175. So that's one board. The other one is how long, how wide, I mean. Let's take a quick look-see here. The other board is approximately 6 inches. It's a little over 6 by like a quarter of an inch all the way. So we'll mark this as 155. You can mark it at 155. Another 2 pieces at 155. And 155. Then we're looking at another piece here. Let's just move this out of the way. This other board, again, we're looking at 7 inches approximately usable material. There's a notch there in this one that I want to get rid of, but yeah, I believe that we could probably get away with, let's see, if the notch is below the 2030 line, we are golden. And we are. So 2030, you can call this another 7 inches, which is said that we are going to call it at, we could probably cut it down to 178-ish. 178. So we're looking at 178 and 178. Okay, so there we have a little extra. But with these 3 boards, we can do the headrest. Now, for this part and the top of the cabinet here, we also need to do a couple panels. Couple of panels, and another thing that I want to take a look at is this piece right here. 285 is a bit less than 12 inches. Not by much, but it's something. This is the board that goes inside for the panels. These panels here. I need 4 pieces of this. And these are dimensions. Nope. From here to here, 514. 514 times 4 is 2009 and 60. 2060? 2060? Let's find out. 514 times 4. Yeah, 2056, 2060. So 2060 is, again, just one board. I have a 12-inch wide board that I got also at the lumber yard. So this 12-inch board will be perfect for these side panels. Ah, yes. Thank you. Thank you for that. Who the heck, whatever, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 person. Thank you very much. No, thank you. Okay. So we're right now looking at what we have at hand, what we need to panel up for. Let's see, this here, these are the drawer fronts, and these are 196. 196 is almost 8 inches. We have some pieces that are almost 8 inches, so we could technically, actually we have some pieces that are 9 inches wide. With 2 boards, or yeah, with I believe like 2 more boards, we can get these drawer fronts, and we could probably get these pieces as well. See, from here to here, 173, that's a little less. 173 is a little less than 7 inches. So all of these, this one, this one, this one, this one, might come out of one board. These would come out of maybe 2 boards because this is a little longer, of course. So we have that. Stretch it all the way out. Yeah, we're looking at 936. 936 is a little over 3 feet. So that might actually be, we could get maybe, yeah, 2 pieces out of 1 board. So those drawer fronts would be 2 boards, and these would probably be 1 more board for all 4, maybe. I'll figure it out. But okay, anyway, I've been sidetracked here. I wanted to take this piece and this top piece as well. I'm just trying to see which ones I need to actually use a glue up, have a glue up like panels and such. So apparently these will come off of 1 board, this will come off of 1 board, and these will also come out of 1 board. So I don't have to panel up any of these pieces. So we're only going to panel up this top piece. Oh, the bottom piece as well. I totally forgot, because I'm a dummy. This is, yeah, it goes all the way to the front. So this, we'll have to take measurements from this. So I might actually be a little short, maybe. Let's see. These pieces, I have not fixed one of the sides yet. I did not joint one of the sides, but we could have a pretty good idea of what to expect here. Okay, we're looking at maybe 9.5 inches. I believe that could be our final dimension. Like side to side, cleaned up and everything. Let's sight this down, see if there's a major hump or not. No, this looks pretty straight. This bottom part is a little curved, but this side looks straight. So we're looking at maybe taking the measurement off of the center here, where the bow is the worst. So let's just move this to the side over here, and we're looking at, yeah, like 9.5 inches approximately. So 9.5 inches, that is, sorry, in millimeters, is 2040 something. We could do 2040 just in case. 240 millimeters. Let's do the toe board. 240, and we have a little extra here, 135. So 240. Let's come back over here and actually put the 240 on this one. 240. Oh wait, how much is this? It's not enough by just a tad little bit. Okay, well then, maybe not on this one. Let's do the bottom part actually, 240. And if I were to pull this all the way over here, 215. So also another thing to take account of is, okay, 1015, and this is, let's see here, this is going to be a little wider. This is 877. Okay, 1015 plus 877 equals 1892. Where's that? Tape measure. 1092. 1092, and this is how big? How long? This is approximately, if I were to cut off the ends, I would say maybe 8 feet. So that's like 2440. 2440. Oh, hold on. Yeah, like 2440 maybe. I thought 8 feet was a different number. $24.40. Let's do minus 24.40. I'm still with an extra 500 millimeters. Almost 550, so that doesn't work for me here. Okay, so anyway, we have this piece here. We have another piece back here. Let's look at the other boards. These are a little thinner, not by a lot, but they are a little thinner. So this could probably be enough. Oh, would you look at that? There are some very distinct holes here. It's like rot or something. Huh. I'll probably have to work around that. Or I could put this like on the bottom of the cabinet. That way it's not visible. I don't think it's like structural damage. Sorry, I wanted to take a measurement on the width here. Another 9 inches. So that's like 200 and 225 maybe. After cleanup, 225. Let's do 225. Of course, that's a little too much. And then on the bottom here, that's just enough. Okay, I have to remember all of these board sizes. Okay. So we have those pieces taken care of. Now we have to figure out the top one. The top one would be this other piece right here. This would be the top. So I actually planed one board extra more than I actually needed. That's perfect. I'm not complaining about that. Let's grab the tape measure again. We're looking for a final dimension of what? 492. So that's almost 500, so it should be 2050. And it's not. But that's okay, because this had a lot of tear out, so we're going to have to clean this up a little bit more. We're looking at probably 210. How about this one over here? This one, we're looking at probably the same, so 210. And just an itty bitty little piece to finish it off. Okay, now the width of this is a little longer. This is 938. I would need 3 pieces. 938. God, come on. Calculator. Clear. 938 times 3. 28. 14. Ah! So I can't really take it out of this board. Or can I? Hold on. This is a little longer than 8 feet. No, it's still not enough. So we're looking at 2 pieces off of this board and 1 piece off of that one. Yep. So that's probably how we're gonna cut these pieces up. Yep. So we do have enough. We have enough material for all the paneling jobs. Now I just have to find the other boards for the door fronts and the side panels as well. Oh, let's see here. It's over here. These side panels is the 12-inch board that I mentioned. These are going to be like 8-inch boards. And we might get like lucky with a 7-inch board for all of these. So if this this was too wide, they might need 2 boards. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4 boards for the door fronts. And all the other boards that I have in the garage are for these stickers and for all these rails that you see here. Plus the top railing part as well. That will take up a lot of material as well. So whatever's left over of this last board over here, we can we'll probably strip it all the way down, and whatever's left we can we'll plane it flat, then we can cross cut the pieces that we need, and the extra bits could actually be a door front or something like that, or maybe some of those small rails. You know, the scraps are gonna get used as much as I can. Okay guys, well, it's 12:32. We have almost most of this work done. All we need to do is to decide which pieces are gonna go where. I at least know that the headboard are gonna come off of these 3 pieces right here. The footboard and the rest of the cabinet are gonna come off of the other 4 boards. So it's just a matter of gluing up all those panels. Of course, I'm gonna have to do them in stages because I don't have a whole lot of panel clamps with me. So, for instance, the headrest, I would probably make some calls to hold it flat and straight down. I have to make sure that my jointer is really close to 90 degrees, and also my table saw really close to perfect 90 degrees, because with all these panels the off angle can compound exponentially. It's like I would have like a banana or a chip here, a giant chip. So hopefully that's not the case. We also have to cut this little curve here. That's going to be interesting, but we will do that as well. We have the dimensions for the radius and all that stuff, so hopefully that will turn out great. Now, what else to do? Right now, I'm just going to raid out. Let's switch over to our regular webcam view here. And let's see who's on here today. Let's open up our window and let's look at Life in Pain is on. Yay! Let's go over to Life in Pain's video. He's making some big stuff here. That looks interesting. It's probably like a compressor cart or something, or a vacuum cart, something like that. But I will see you guys over at Life in Pain's video stream. So I will see you guys later. Take care. Bye.